Hey everyone, my name's Erin Thomas and I graduated from House of Hope in 1997. I always knew that God had a call on my life and it was big, as we all do, but the enemy definitely had some plans as to how to derail them. When I was young, just 7 years old, my mother attempted suicide and she was permanently injured from that, wasn't able to take care of us. My father was around, but suffering from some of the difficulty from what that kind of trauma would bring to his life. And so we were passed around from different family members. We started having a lot of instability in our family, and we lived with different family members at different times. And given that instability, there was a lot of abuse. There was a sexual abuse, significant emotional and mental abuse, and a great deal of physical abuse as well. And as a result, the road that I took was I was going to find some acceptance. I, hung out with the wrong people. I turned to drugs and alcohol. I started using drugs at 10 years old. Harder stuff at just 13. But what I didn't realize, I was just trying to numb the pain of what I was dealing with. I was trying to be accepted. I was trying to fit in. I dropped out of high school when I was in 10th grade, and I looked at my life at 15 years old. This is the Lord. I looked at my life at 15 years old and I thought, this is not going very well. So I did some research and I found out about House of Hope. So they took me in, they made arrangements to take me in within a couple of months, and my life completely changed after that. House of Hope was an environment where you could fully be yourself. The presence of God, the love of God, everything that they do is guided by biblical principles, but not just that. There was a lot of rules, and there was a lot of things that someone that didn't have a lot of rules needed in order to start making good decisions and learn how to do hard things or challenging things that eventually I would need to do if I was going to be successful in my life. After I got out of House of Hope, there was a short time where I explored the world again, but God always had a hold on me. And that was established because of the foundations of knowing Jesus and who he truly is, and knowing my identity in him, learning what my identity was in him, learning my purpose, learning that a life surrendered to him is ultimately what I'm here to do. So, as I said, I had dropped out of high school before I started attending House of Hope. And shortly after I got out of House of Hope, I went back to regular high school. I graduated at the top of my class, almost a 4.0 GPA, in spite of my questionable freshman and sophomore years. I was accepted to the University of Florida, where I got my bachelor's degree in sociology, graduated summa cum laude, and then I went on to get my master's degree in criminology. And I was starting my PhD program and decided to take a job working with disadvantaged and at-risk youth, which brought me to South Florida. And I've been there ever since, still there, part-time. I went back to school again and got a master's degree in Bible and theology. Shortly after I moved to South Florida, God was just calling my name, and I couldn't deny it anymore. I didn't want to. I knew the right thing to do, so I found my home church and started just serving him and getting my life right before him once again. And I met my husband a couple of years later, and we've been married for almost 13 years. And he is an incredible third-generation pastor named Sean. And we have two beautiful children together. Saya James is 5 years old, and she is beautiful and smart, and she's got lots of words. And Oakley is a little drummer, and he is also incredibly smart, loves Jesus, and they're both full of the Holy Spirit, man. They're wild and fun and full of the Holy Spirit. And together, my husband and I have the honor and the privilege of pastoring Abundant Life Church. So today I get to speak, I get to preach, I get to teach, I get to cover, I get to equip, I get to lead people in the things of God, and make a difference in people's lives, truly, in many different areas. Today I'm a fully surrendered servant of Jesus, and it's because of me coming to House of Hope. My life was not on this trajectory, but when I got to House of Hope and I was able to get stable, and I was able to learn about my value, I was able to learn a lot of hard things that I hadn't been taught about being diligent, about being perseverant, about being empowered, about being strong in the Lord. Because I found House of Hope, I get to do this thing that I am doing today. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you to Jessica and Connie and all of my wonderful house staff that I had while I was there. I'll never forget you. I love you guys. Sarah, thank you so much for the time and the effort that you've put in. You put your whole life into changing the lives of troubled teens. And I can't thank you enough. I'm a product of House of Hope. I am a product of the love of Jesus that you let drive you into founding such a wonderful organization. So thank you to everyone who's there this evening. Thank you for supporting an organization like House of Hope, because I'm a life that was changed.